Yep. I bought me gilded angels. Yeah. I don't know. I bought some wings. I bought a few nuts. Hi, welcome back to Jolty Plays. I did forget to mention I cut my hair. Yeah. For those of you who are used to me having fairly long hair, I okay, now we talk to people. Hi. Oh, this will be my first visit to Toronto. Launching pain afternoon, I was working at Eshitame's Aesthetics in Ulta, you see, but my employment with them, came to an end. For a second, I thought they were saying Estinian. That's why I visited Charlie in the hopes of starting over. While I was attempting and failing to find a new job, I seized the chance to board this vessel when I overheard the room for another passenger had suddenly opened up. I'm told the dawn servant welcomes all regardless of origin, and so all seemed like the perfect place to begin anew. Okay. Hopefully things will be better this time. I see you in news before. Great and famous hero. Yeah, I've had enough of things. There was a time when the great thing was contained deception, but with more of you able to come into the role, it's become impractical. Besides, my mercenary days are over. Too many of our war band have fallen, and so we head home to live our lives. My story? Well, since you asked, I wanted to retrace the historic journey of the great Ketenram, you know, the first Eorzean to set foot on Tyrol, almost 80 years ago. The Mamutja's leader is said to have welcomed Ketenram with open arms and sent him home with a bounty of silverware as a token of their friendship. But the real treasure was the crops he brought back, potatoes, tomatoes, and corn, which spread across Eorzea like wildfire. His grand adventure led to a culinary revolution. The tales say Ketenram returned to Tyrol several times after that, but his ship vanished during his last recorded voyage, and he was never heard from again. That even a seasoned explorer like him could meet such an end is testimony to the ocean's peril. The problem with having short hair is it's tickling my ear. I'm a merchant myself, based in Ulda. Specialty imports and exports, Eorzean and Tyroli both. If this is your first crossing salt, as they say, do remember that the social mores of Eorzea are not necessarily the same as those of yonder. Consider this. It is not uncommon for the various races to be referred to instead by the names of certain clans. For the Makote, the Hitsara, the Foskar, the Zbral. Not because every member of a given clan is of the same race mind, but because many individuals of said race are associated with that clan. A fair assumption in certain cases, but take care not to give offense. Okay. Aww. Bye. Did you want to make a wager? We're taking bets on who will be sat next in the Dawn Circle shiny chair. There are 4 claimants in the right of succession. Your young Ukramat being one of them, of course. But from what a Mamul job Deloitte was telling us, The other three are all strong contenders. Not too many keen to risk their coin on the third promise. Huh. Oh, that's cool. I can go back to old Charlie and look that way. I might as well get to the new world, and then I can teleport back and forth. Oh my god. Oh, you're watching my first episode. Thank you, I appreciate that. Did you learn anything of interest? Oh, I hadn't heard that about the clan names. We should have Uklamat and Aaronville teach us the ones we should know. Actually, it's getting a little chilly up here on deck. Let's all gather in together. Okay. Cabin! Cabin time! We got cabin fever! Okay, sorry. Oh, look, it's a storm.
We're in for a proper storm, it seems.
How's your stomach? Any better?
I don't know what you mean. I don't get seasick. I'm just feeling a little nauseous is all.
Isn't that what seasickness is?
Aaronville, you were born in Tyrol, yes? Do many of you ever live there?
The Shetona, as my people are called, have settlements mainly in the north, in Shaktural.
And your family?
I know nothing of my father, not even his name. As for my mother...
Oh dear.
Come, we should lend what aid we can.
Oh, no, the boat's rocking. I'm surprised my character isn't sitting there going, Jolty gets motion
the ocean rage with such fury before or since. The heaving waves tossed our ship about like a toy, sending sailors tumbling. The dauntless Alizé, quick to the rescue, was almost lost to the sea herself. Meanwhile, our champion rushed to deploy the vessel's magical defenses, and thereby shield us from the lightning. What an extraordinary life she must lead to be able to operate such a device with practiced ease. Voklama, too, threw herself into the rescue efforts, though one might have mistaken her for another soul in distress. By the time the unruly seas had calmed, our strength was all but spent, and we had yet to even glimpse the shores of Tural. In retrospect, of course, that battle against the storm would prove a fitting prelude to the coming contest for the throne.
It's funny, our bunny boy friend is the narrator for this leg of the journey. Hey, look, it's a blue-footed booby.
Morning. Joining us for some fresh air? Seems my belly has settled along with the weather, but I'll feel much better once we're on solid ground. Ugh. Can't be much farther now, can it?
Seabirds. Land must be near. You need only hold out a while longer.
For a dark moment, I thought the ocean might swallow us. Glad to have my pessimism proven wrong.
In other good news, I examined the sailor who took a fall, and he's faring well. I'm sure he'll make a full recovery.
Good news indeed. If all's well, then we needn't delay in launching the landing boat. Ships have to lower anchors some way from shore. Too close, and they risk having their underbellies ripped open by the reefs that crowd Tuliola's coasts. Come.
Thanks for bringing us all this way.
Ha! We only did what we were paid to do. Couldn't hardly set you adrift halfway. If anything, it should be us thanking you for helping us through that beast of a storm. As a matter of fact, everyone's starting to fancy your chances in the contest. At this rate, we won't be able to lay wagers no more.
Then I better not let you down. Easy, stomach. Easy.
We're the last to board. If there's nothing left to say, then let's shove off, shall we?
kind of underwater things they have here.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
There, look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
Yay! Roll credits! Oh, wow. That's so pretty. Ah, it's a gobby. The Amalja are probably going to be one of the beast tribes. Not sure what other tribes will have, but...
Gods, I've seen cities with an impressive mix of cultures, but this is something else.
Is that a... No. I've never seen Vanu feathers in that color before.
You'll find much here you never knew existed. There may be a sea route now, but visitors to Tulihyolal are still few and far between. And as we don't build seafaring ships, only a handful of Turali ever venture abroad.
Mamulja sellswords mostly. Those willing to play the fool sail with Lominsan merchants to secure employment in Eorzea.
I suppose that makes us a rare sight in your country.
Rare and currently undocumented. Were there some forms we should fill out, or...?
Forms? Did you forget who you're traveling with?
You are outsiders? Visitors to Tural?
I gave my female Hrothgar that same mustache thingy because I thought it looked like a casual stash. So I put it on my girl.
We are.
Our nation is soon to hold a right of succession to choose its next dawn servant. We will not abide interference from foreign agents seeking to foment trouble. What brings you to Tulihyolal?
I can answer that. These fine people are allies in my succession bid.
Third promise. If you vouch for them, then all is well. Of course.
Please, accept our apologies.
No need to bow and scrape. That our soldiers are so diligent in their duties fills me with pride.
We'll be continuing our patrol then.
Dude, I like that outfit with the feathers and all. That's pretty.
Well, well. You really are a figure of authority here.
Are you suggesting I don't look the part? Anyway, first things first. I bid you welcome to Tulihyolal.
Look at all the people! Well, despite the storm's efforts to the contrary, here we are, safe and sound. Yay! I can return to the city at any time by speaking with the swarthy sailor in Scholar's Harbor in Oldstone. Okay. So I can come here by ship if I want, instead of teleporting back and forth. Because that's probably going to be expensive. Ooh, new weapon. Mountain chromite weapon coffer. Does this mean the next outfit we're getting is going to be mountain chromite armor? Ooh, pretty. I say pretty, but I have no idea. Hey, look, you can see the Pikachu. Pikachu, say hello. Say hi. Daddy's got food. Right then, first things first. Still a bit queasy. No more boats for a while. I realize we've just arrived, but we should get you familiar with the city before the rite of succession begins. No arguments here. I should very much like to explore. Then I'll guide you. Are you sure you're in any condition to do so? We were wondering who these strange folk were. So the third promise has found yourself some new followers then. Followers? Hukramat, are you unwell? No, not at all. Couldn't be better. The third promise does not get seasick. No, sir. As for my hand-picked entourage here, I've recruited them to help me win the rite of succession. I was about to show them around the city, in fact. That sounds lovely. But a group of foreigners is going to attract attention, especially if they're in the company of the third promise. Everyone will be curious. We certainly were. Your siblings have a tendency to command a respectful distance, but you're just so easy to approach. And I enjoy it so much when you do. Please don't ever worry that you're a bother to me. You're very kind. Good day to you, third promise. They did have a point. Ruklamat is technically royalty here. Like it or not, a person of her station surrounded by this many outsiders is bound to draw a crowd. Wait, what do you mean technically? I suggest we move in two groups so as to attract less attention. just technically ignoring me then? Jolty, you and Kral can come with me. I'll take the twins then. We'll get in touch once we've had a good look around. Okay. That voyage was hard on all of us, so take it slow and recuperate. We have time enough for that. Enjoy your wanderings. Okay. Perhaps we should wait a bit, at least until Luxembourg's nausea subsides. No need for that, look. I'm ready to go. She doesn't get seasick. I'm fine now, really. Can't stand around all day feeling sorry for myself. What with the contest looming and all. Now then, seeing as we're already here, I might as well tell you about the harbor. Heronville already mentioned the reefs in our coastal waters, which explains why you don't see any big ships moored at the docks. Only vessels with shallow drafts can navigate the bay. Later. Maybe later. But mostly small fishing boats or barges, ferrying cargo up and down the rivers from inland settlements? Oh, I have that verb. I think right now I have my wind up. Oh, I need to check and see if that's probably not until the big release. From the inland settlement. Yeah. Much of the incoming traffic is from Yolk-Taral, the southern landmass. The clans there produce various goods for export. Their wares are unloaded here and carted off the merchant stalls in the neighboring markets. Speaking of which, Bayside Bevy should be our next stop. Okay. Now they're accompanying me. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wow, look at all the... This place is huge! Huh. There's actually quite a few crystals here. I cannot voice chat with Sav due to network error. I can still hear him though. This is Bayside Bevy, Tuliolol's largest marketplace. Being right on the harbor, everything from fresh fish to imported wares go directly to the shelves. Anything you want, they most likely have. Okay. Oh right, I should mention that here in Tuliolol, we buy things with Pel, a currency that the Pelu created. But don't worry, more and more trade is coming in from Eorzea, so most shops are happy to accept your gil. There's also Wati Meki, another market to the east of here, but that can wait for another time. I have other places I want to show you first. Next we'll head back a bit, then northwards up the stairs to a certain plaza I can't wait to see the look on your faces. Okay, well, there's a crystal over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and touch that. Oh, wow. Where's the mail noodle? I saw one. Here. Oh, there it is. Do I have anything in here? Nope. Okay, so yeah, that's probably going to come out July 2nd when it officially releases. We'll get our mounts and our other... There's another crystal over there. I don't think I've ever seen a guy perform PhDs. That is one heck of a crystal. What do you think of that, eh? Goodness me, you have aetherites in Tuliolal? I think I told you before, but my brother Kuana spent 3 years studying in Charlian. He fell in love with the nation and its ways, and brought back to us the knowledge of aetherite construction. Papa warmed to the idea at once, had one built immediately. Did you do the attuning thing? If you're ready to continue, we'll head down again and then up the slope to the side. Right at the top is the gate which leads to Zaktural. Let's make a stop at Bright Plume Post on the way, though. That's the headquarters for the Lance Guard. Okay. And Jolteon is the only character I have that is far enough along to even be here. I have another character that still has the second half of Endwalkers to go through, but she's at least gotten through the first part. Is this the way we're going? She said down and to the left, right? I mean, I did see a crystal over here. Oh. I think we were supposed to go up. Oh well, I'm still gonna touch the crystal over here, and then we'll go up there. Oh my god, I love that kitty! I want the kitty. I need the kitty. Stop! I am exploring the town. Where are you at? Remember, I'm in Lamia. Oh, I can't talk with him anymore. Yeah, I can't talk with him at the moment. The stupid error roll. Yeah. There we go. Oh, I said I'm exploring the town. Where are you at? Just remember, you have to come to Lamia. Huh? I don't know. You have to either do it from Limsa, Uga, or Gridania, I think. I don't think you can do it from any of the other places. But yeah, I'm in Lamia. Trudging up and down all those slopes and stairs is exhausting. I understand now where Vukulama gets her endless endurance. We have a lot of narrow winding streets that crawl up the sides of the mountain. As you can see, though the builders made sure the city's main thoroughfares were wide enough to accommodate wagons. That's cool. Okay. Okay, so the next place they want me to go is right next to the next crystal. That's probably the last place we're gonna go. So we'll probably go there. And then maybe there, and there? Wow, that's a long dock. Okay. Anyway. So pretty. Ooh. Oh, that's probably the main. Guess you could call it castle? Yeah, castle? Sorry, I kind of worked a long shift today. I may or may not be slightly sleepy. Ooh, what do you want to bet those rhinoceroses amount you get from one of the beast tribes? Ew. Ah, there's the crystal. I found the crystal. I'm going to turn the air conditioner off. It's cold in here. Here we are, right in post. The soldiers stationed here are responsible for defending Tuliolal and preserving the peace. The Landsguard are led by our nation's strongest warriors, and so naturally Papa has commanded them since the beginning. At least until 3 years ago, when Joral Ja took over as commander. The title is no empty honor. It means the first promise is considered equal to the Dawn Servant in martial strength. Meanwhile, I haven't even managed to... Well, I'll discuss my brothers and their accomplishments later. Alphanode and Alizé should be around here too. Come on, it's time I showed you the Sky Gate. It's right at the northern end of Talon March. Okay. That is a cool looking guard. Massive, isn't it? And on the other side is an equally massive bridge to match. Both were constructed by a race of giants, the Yok Hui. Strictly speaking, Tyrol is actually two separate continents. Yok Tyrol, the southern lands of the mother, and Zak Tyrol, the northern lands of the father, which lie beyond the bridge. Legends say it used to be one great landmass, but long, long ago, the two gods fought a titanic battle, and when one threw the other to the ground, the impact was so devastating as to split the continent in twain. A familiar-sounding tale. I am put in mind of the conflict between Hydaelyn and Zodiark. But getting back to Zak Tyrol, those lands are also part of the Tuliolal nation, correct? That's right. Isn't my father incredible? He united the peoples of two continents into a single nation. And many clans of Tyrol had been at war for generations. It was only when Papa traveled the lands and put a stop to their myriad conflicts that we finally had peace. And that's the main reason I want to win the throne, so I can preserve the peace he built. But I see you're more interested in what's behind the gate than hearing about my aspirations. Crossing the bridge to Zak Tyrol requires a special travel pass. Unfortunately, they won't issue any new permits until the rite of succession is over. I promise to get you one when I'm Dawn's servant, but until then, you'll just have to wait. I'll hold you to that, then I'll make sure you win, mark my words. I wish we could go there right now. I'll hold you to that. I'ma hold you to it. I've never broken my word once. The throne is mine. That travel permit is yours. We must have covered half the city by now. Tuliolal is unlike any other place I've visited. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself. That figures. My Manderville index is better than the one they just gave me. Oh well. It's fine. At least I'll still have the whole matching set. I can put it in my thingy. We'll head west next, towards the Art of the Dawn. The dirigible landing is on the way. Oh, okay. You have dirigibles too? Tuliolal certainly doesn't want for methods of travel. We get by. Now, if you've seen enough of this area, let me know and we'll continue on. Yes. It's funny, because I think I'm wearing that same outfit. Mine's just blue because I'm not a white mage. So instead, that's what the white mage one looks like. Almost exactly like the one for Summoner and Black Mage, just different colors. The Ark of the Dawn is on the other side of the city, so speak over if you see something that interests you as you walk. Okay, see something. Yay! It's nice to see so many people running around. I don't know. Oh, that's a cute outfit. Okay. I'm on my Tuliolal tour. I'm still struggling to conceive how one could construct an entire city on the side of a mountain. Bee! This was originally the site of Jolty Temple. The giants built it when they were first making the bridge to Saktural, to appease the god who slumbers in the great ocean trench. After the Jolty withdrew, the temple stood empty for centuries. So when Papa was establishing his new nation, he saw a structure he could refurbish into a palace, sitting practically in the center of Tural. He gathered artisans to do the work, and the houses they built for themselves became the foundation of the city you see today. Speaking of houses, we'll be passing through the Resplendent Quarter, the biggest residential district in Tuliolal. We climb these sets of stairs here all the way up. Okay, so we're climbing the stairs. Probably gonna go here, and then, yeah, and then we're gonna go to that crystal, and we'll probably go over by this crystal, the dirigible landing, and then finally we'll go here. We might go here because she hasn't taken us here yet. She did say something about the, no, this is the first... Yeah, this is the first area that she took us to. She just didn't take us all the way to the crystal, I think. Oh, there's the market board. There's the hunt board. Okay. Okay, up the stairs. I'm going up the stairs. So far, I haven't seemed to lag. Well, you have to keep in mind how many people have gone through. Papa's palace is called Bolok Shunsa, which roughly translates to invincible resilience. You probably want to take a closer look, but we'll be coming back here later. Let's move on for now. The sheer scale of this place is incredible. I wonder what that carving at the top represents. Birds. It represents birds. Okay, now I'm going downstairs on the other side. We're heading towards the down ripple? Yeah. Oh, it is. It's humongous. You'd think they'd let you bounce inside the city, but true to most... Well, I mean, when you get to the first city of an area, the first big city of an area, you usually can't use your mount. I'm over by the crystal. I told you where I was at. The down ripple. The down ripple aether shard. So this is the Resplendent Quarter. What manner of people live here? Oh, we have residents from all the Yuktaral clans. Mamuja, Zbraal, Pelu Pelu, Moblin, Hanu Hanu. I wonder if you're in a different instance, because I'm literally right next to the Aether Shard. Hold on, I'm gonna stop talking to Krile. We also have Wauta, Hetzero, and Shetona, who moved south from their ancestral lands in Zaktural. Okay. In essence, it's a gathering of people from every corner of Tural. A true representation of Tuliyolal's diverse character. The adornments on each building contribute to the eclectic cultural aesthetic. It's all so beautiful. I'm glad you think so. Come, we continue down the stairs. Okay, down the stairs. Friend list. Friend. Invite to party. I don't know where. Does it say where I'm at? I don't remember how to switch instances. You can always try leaving, I don't know, try leaving the town and coming back. You are now in the instanced area Tuliolal 2. So I'm in 2. Find me? I don't see you. Yeah, I told you where I was. You can just teleport to the crystal. I'm at the down ripple crystal. There you are. Die! Stop is helping you. Looks nice. I figured you'd appreciate that. Okay, I have to go this way. I guess technically it's Saturday. It is 12:30 now, so technically it's Saturday. That big drum there is called the Dawn Herald. They play it for formal occasions, like when honoring the Lance Guard's return from a dangerous duty. I tried hitting it with my axe once and ripped the skin. Earned me a proper scolding. Let me tell you, I think that was the time Papa held me upside down by the ankle. I don't know. Oh, Ral has something to say too. I've never seen such an enormous drum. What would one even use to beat such an instrument? Drum. I don't see a drum. I don't see a drum. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. don't see... Oh, maybe that? Okay, yeah, that's the drum. Okay. I didn't see the drum. Yeah, the drum they were just talking about is that thing up there. You can see the guy holding the 2 sticks and he's beating it. It doesn't really look like a drum, it looks more like a clock face. Yeah. Ah! Look at the alpacas! Oh my god, these are gonna be a mount. You're gonna ride alpacas around. You're gonna ride alpacas around instead of the usual... Hello, viewer. Okay, where's the crystal here? The crystal... I'm gonna go ahead and go to the crystal real quick. Because I don't know if they're gonna have me go... I don't know if they're gonna have me go all the way to the crystal before they turn me around, so I'm gonna go ahead and touch the crystal first. She started a character. I was helping her. And after that first day of helping her, she just kind of lost interest. I don't know why she stopped playing. She keeps talking about getting back into it. And here are our dirigibles. Not bad, eh? Oh. I hear other nations use airships to sail the skies, but you'll only find balloons in Tuliolal. We have them for the exact same reason as the Aetherites. Koana brought back the plans from Charlian, and Papa thought them fantastic and commissioned their construction. This was around 3 years ago. Since that time, we've added flights to other settlements. Trade with frontier communities has never been easier. But that's enough about dirigibles. The Ark of the Dawn awaits. I mean... whatever. If he wants to take a picture, he can. It's not like I'm wearing anything skimpy at the moment. I've had people do that, though. I'll be wearing, like, a skirt, and somebody will... like, a really short skirt, and somebody will come up, like a Lalafell, and they'll start standing there, making poses, so you know they're obviously taking pictures. But yeah, I kind of want my mount. This is it, the Ark of the Dawn. When the Giants were still here, it was known as the Yogg-Taral Land Gate. But when Papa founded Tuliolal, everyone began using its present name in honor of his great achievement. Through this gate is Kozamu Uka, the wetlands south of the city. Depending on what the right of succession asks of us, we might end up going in that direction. Kozama Uka? The name alone is intriguing. Speaking of which, what were those fluffy animals we passed earlier? Alpacas! Ah, those are alpacas. Fearsome four-legged fiends. Fearsome? They seem quite placid to me. You'll learn soon enough, Cryle. You'll learn soon enough. I'm guessing they don't like her much. But forget the alpacas. I have something far more important to show you. Come along. Okay. Okay, there should be... Okay, there's a crystal down here. So I'm gonna go to the crystal before I talk to her there. I can't wait to see what kind of Manderville shenanigans we end up with at the end of this. Knowing them, the Manderville will release, like, closer to the next selection. I mean, they did just finish the final set. They usually release it in, like, several... Yeah, it might be... They'll probably release the second half first, and then we'll get at least one of the Manderville stages, along with some of the extreme dungeons. Did I attune to this? Okay. The last one I need to attune to is the one at the castle. Okay. Yay! I have attuned to all of them but the one at the castle. Progress! Oh yeah. We'll equip the backpack. Since we're traveling, I find it funny that there's a pair of boots hanging off the side as well. I never noticed, but our bunny friend has boots hanging off the side of his too. You have a hawk. Where'd you get the hawk minion? The hawk minion. Yeah, your hawk friend there? Huh. If you wish to learn the history of Tulialal, then look no further. Oh, my arm. These stone pillars, you mean? Ah, stone pillars. Okay, I see this. I see the stone pillars. I mean, yeah, I don't have the hippo. I have a lot of minions. Oh, did you find this one? Wait, where'd you go? Huh? No, not you. Oh. They won't... Oh, because I have my backpack on. Do you have this one? The mim... No, it's a mimic. It's a straight up mimic. I guess it is called a treasure box. I think I got this from a fate. I know there's a wheelbarrow you can get from a fate. Oh, the Tortugiro? If I don't have Tortugiro, I have one similar. There's my Cowdoll kitten. I think I still need a black Cowdoll kitten that you get from the golden sausage. Yeah, I have Tortugiro. Kitty. I also have 2 Graha minions that you kind of get via story anyway. This character has all the yokai minions. And then I also have my Palico minion. Yeah. I still need my, I still need to get my, Rathalos mount. I don't think I've ever successfully completed the Rathalos quest. to get any of the extreme. Yeah, that's a long farm. Only 10 times to get the mount? It's like 50 of those extreme. No, because sometimes you'll only get 1 or 2. Because I was doing it with my friend Shio, and we ran it like, I think we ran it like 4 times, and I have like 4 of those scales. They don't always drop either. I mean, we could do that sometime. Right now we're doing new stuff though. But yeah, I would love to get the Rathalos mount. Of course, can you get the extreme pieces if you run it unsynced? Because now that we're like level 90 stuff, we could probably just run the Rathalos unsynced and just stomp it. And I don't have to stream that because, I mean, I have to run it at least once so they can see how the fight goes. But then we can run it unsynced after that. I think the one time I tried it, we kept failing, and then I think the people just eventually disbanded it. I have to check in my retainers and see if either of them, any of them have the the scales in there. Yeah. Ooh, we're gonna get our first chest piece. What is special about these pillars, if I'm asked? At a glance, they might look like ordinary stone decorations. But if you take a really good look, you'll see there's something much more interesting. How far into this did you get? Oh, it looks like a story. The last pillars blink, though. Pictures? Wait, no, these are glyphs. They seem to tell a series of stories, many of them featuring a two-headed Mamul Jah. Oh, then this must be... That's right, it follows the exploits of my father, Gulul Jaja, and his journey to unite our lands. We call it the Tuliolal Saga. The deeds he performed and the bonds he forged, all immortalized in stone. There's no better way to learn how Tuliolal came to be. Study them as long as you like. You're cute. This pillar tells the lay of the Brotherhood. It depicts the scene where Papa granted an audience to the foreign explorer, Ket something. I can never remember the name. You mean Kettenrom? Ah, that's the one. Kettenrom's arrival in Tural is what prompted Papa to embark on his own journey. It's said the two grew to be close friends, brothers in spirit if not in blood, but no one knows what became of the explorer in later years. Kettenrom's disappearance is a mystery in Eorzea as well. The records say he traveled between our lands and yours for a while, but then it assumed he was lost at sea. Oh, it's assumed that he was lost at sea. Okay. Here we have the Lay of Reeds. This is a story of when Papa visited the Hanu Hanu in their village in Kozamauka. Ah, the people Alfino almost mistook for Vanu Vanu, if not for the colorful plumage. He spent a fair bit of time among the Vanu in the Sea of Clouds, so it's no surprise he took an interest in your countrymen. I don't know how it is with your Vanu, but our Hanu are a bright and cheerful sort. They hold this one festival every year, very famous and a lot of fun. Ooh, maybe we'll get to go to that. Let's see. This one is the Lay of Pots, which depicts the moblins of Kozamauka. Moblin? So, goblins? They might wear odd masks and sound weirdly muffled when they talk, but the gold and silver work they sell is the best you'll find anywhere. Moblin goods are the standard when it comes to gift giving. Clearly, the Vanu aren't the only people with distant Torali counterparts. Excuse me. This one recounts the Lay of Repast. As you can probably tell, the figure depicted here is of the Zbra all like me. Oh, so Hrothgar. For decades, the Zbra and the Mamurja were at war for control of the forest of Yak't'el. The actions Papa took to end that conflict have since been hailed as the first steps in the founding of Tuliolal. There is a clan of Hrothgar in Bozja known as He-Lions. In their society, the women rule as queens, and the men serve as devoted subjects. Yet here in Tural, Zbra, all men and women appear to be of equal status. How dramatically culture can vary with location. If you're done with the first half, we can move on to the second. Yes. The Lay of Gold. This pillar shows one of the Pelu Pelu whose homeland is in Urkopacha? I'm totally botching these names. Having created our currency, the Pelu are rightfully known as the Merchant Clan. They're gonna be Lalafels. They oversee Tuliolal's markets, and their traveling peddlers are a common sight no matter where you go in Tural. Don't let their size fool you. They might be mistaken as children, but beneath those beaked masks, they are clever and calculating traders. Yep, Lalafels. Ah. Oh, this one is my favorite, the Lay of Ice. It depicts the battle with the legendary Tural Vidral Velegarmanda? I should explain. A Tural Vidral is a creature that has lived far beyond its usual lifespan and awakened to preternatural power. Valle Garmonda itself was dubbed the Sky Ruin, a name earned for the destruction and terror it visited upon Tural every time it stirred from its slumber. But 80 years or so ago, its ruinous reign was brought to an end. After a great struggle, Papa and his comrades managed to overcome the raging Vidral and sealed it away in the Urcopacha Mountains. Despite its reputation, however, Valle Garmanda is also a symbol of power. That's why you'll see its likeness on Tuliolal's national emblem and adorning the banners at the palace. Oh, okay, that's the bird. That's the bird! We'll do this one and then we'll do the length one. Ah, the lay of proof. That big fellow is of the Yokhui, the largest of Tural's peoples. Maybe... what are they called? I can't think of their... The big giant guys. Ow. The big fellows of the Yokhui, largest of Tural's peoples. These giants once used their great size and strength to establish a dominion encompassing all of Yok Tural. Having brought the southern reaches to heel, they then turned northwards, setting their sights on Zak Tural. You'll recall the massive bridge they built beyond the sky gauge. Sometime after launching their northern campaign, however, they just gave up. They abandoned the lands they'd conquered and withdrew into the mountains of Urcopacha. I've never even seen any of their kind so much as set foot in the city. Rogadin! I'm thinking they're the Rogadin, unless they're a new race altogether. Which is possible! I mean, we got the Mamul Jaw, although we were introduced them through the blue. This was a people with the power and resourcefulness to raise a temple on a mountaintop and build a bridge across the sea with stone. What would move them to renounce their ambitions and their place in Turali history? Blake! Oh, this one is unmarked. Papa says he left a blank pillar for the next chapter of Tuliolal's history, whatever that might be. Had your fill of history then? Yes, thank you. Welcome back. You're cute. I'm done looking at the pillars. We're finishing up now with the pillars. Glad to hear it. You know, I feel awfully hungry all of a sudden. No surprises there, seeing I couldn't keep anything down for a while. But now I think I'm ready to eat again. So let's go and have ourselves a bite of a local delicacy. Come, I'll take you to the best restaurant in the city. I like the sound of that. Food! I like food. Okay. Stop. I'm over here. Other way. You're running away. There you are. Kitty. Of course, it's the only one I have that's level 90. Aside from Scholar. And I don't really do anything with Scholar. It levels up the same time as my summoner, so... Have you ever had tacos? They're a Tuliyalal classic. You bake a crunchy shell made from corn flour and fill it with meat and salad. A lot of shops and stalls sell them, but I like how they're made here at Spalyav Best? I had totally botched that. And I need one right in front of me right now. Let's head downstairs and place an order with old Baruch Evu. These outfits are cool. I want an outfit like that.
Evo! My companions must sample your heavenly tacos. One for each of us, please.
Right away, promise. And I'll pack them tight with my choicest feelings. Only the best for you and your friends.
Did you hear the Silver Scares are back? Seems their overseas foray ended in disaster. More than half their warband is missing, including their leader.
Aye. And now keen to rebuild their broken reputations, the survivors seek the Golden City. A fool's errand. How many hopefuls have disappeared in search of that fable? They should count their lucky stars they came home alive at all.
The legend of the Golden City is well known here, I take it.
It is, but as no one's ever seen it, many question if there is any truth to the tale. Like our skeptical Erinville.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the Dawn Servant would request a formal survey for a place that doesn't exist.
I mean, it's possible the gold's been covered up with dirt and it's just not shiny anymore.
Now to find a spot with a pleasant view to enjoy our crunchy spoils. Oh. Oh.
If it isn't the third promise.
Oh. No.
One of her brothers.
I don't know these ones. New salt.
Dredge from foreign waters is my guess, brother.
Of course, that's it. Wuklamat is so afraid of the coming contest that she went crying for special help.
He's not very nice, is he?
Was there something you wanted, Bakul Jaja?
The third promise remembers us! Such an honor!
He's full of himself.
Glory on your name, brother.
Oh, the two-headed
And on
guy.
yours,
So cool,
brother.
Jaja.
I know my rivals for the throne. Nothing more.
Another child of the Dawn Servant?
No, this brute.
We have no ties to their farce of a family. Unlike the sneevling house cat, we are blessed siblings, the elevated chosen. We alone are fit to succeed Gulul Jaja as Dawn Servant.
All peoples are equal in Tulihiola. Your heritage gives you no greater claim to the throne.
Ha! Shall we test that idea here and now? See if your strength is equal to ours.
None of this has any bearing on the right of succession, correct? Best not waste your energies on pointless scuffles.
The kitten comes to the house cat's defense.
Pathetic. Since when was our nation overrun by mewling weaklings?
I'll show you a mewling weakling. Let's step in the ring, buddy.
Listen to me, you.
A two-headed mamulja. I knew of them, but that's the first I've seen in the flesh.
Some get it into their twin heads that they're destined to follow in my father's footsteps. So they travel to distant lands to hone their battlecraft. Those are likely the ones you've heard about.
Are there other two-headed claimants?
No, just Bakul Jaja. Even in Tural, his kind are far from common. The Mamulja people largely belong to one of three clans. The Hubigo, the Bunewa, and the Dopro. Every once in a great while, a two-headed offspring is born from a union between the brown-scaled Hubico and the blue-scaled Bunewa. The child grows to possess immense strength, both physical and magical.
Blessed siblings indeed.
Forget them. Let's go and buy more tacos. I can think of nothing better to rid me of this bad taste in my mouth.
Enjoying your tour of the city, I trust. We've seen our share of notable sights and took a moment to rest. As such, we're ready to present ourselves at the palace for the rite of succession. Shall we meet you there?
The palace it is. I'll let Wuklamart know. Destiny calls. Perhaps we can return for more tacos later?
So it goes.
Our tacos got flattened by the butthole. A two-headed Mamul John stepped on our tacos, man. Basically, a big two-headed lizard stepped on our bag of tacos. Not very nice. It was totally mean. Huh? Barbecue chips. No, it turned into nachos. He crushed our tacos and they turned into nachos. I don't know. I mean, if you crunch up the crunchy corn shell with the mix-ins that usually goes in a taco, you got a nacho. Yeah. I was looking forward to trying some authentic Tuliolal cuisine, but we should hurry and join Alphanode and the others at the palace. Alright, it's a bit of a climb to the top, but you can head up from the Resplendent Quarter, or even the east side of Talon March if you prefer. Now that you have an idea of how the city is laid out, I'll let you find your own way to Volok Shunsa. Okay. Excuse me. Ah, my poor empty belly. Okay. Since we're not being followed anymore. Hunt board's over there. I don't have permission to do the hunt board yet. There we are. Ah. Still sleepy. Okay. There's the crystal. The last crystal of town. Stop. Stop got quiet. He's still in the game, I can see his diamond. He's still in the party. Yay! I attuned to all the crystals here. Go in there. Yeah. Okay. Look at all the people, my goodness. You made it. Good. Then we're all here. I'm still hungry enough to eat a whole rusted colibri, but the contest won't wait for us forever. There you are. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's really pretty. Oh, I can't wait to have that whole set. When speaking to Ernville, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Okay. I'm gonna be in cutscene for a minute, soft. I've acquainted the twins with the city as best I could in a short time. Their unbridled enthusiasm made it rather difficult. Invariably, something would catch their eye, spurring them to run down an alley to investigate. It was like herding a pair of unruly cowdles. I understand all too well. Charlene had the same effect on me. Right then, now it's time we saw the inside of the palace. Papa will want to know I'm home and to meet the allies I've chosen. Given how impulsive he is, though, there's no telling what we might be in for. Yay! That's Estinian. I mean, it did sound like that they were going to end up here anyway.
Estinian? When did he get here?
More to the point, why is he here?
Oh, you know this man? Whenever my father spots a promising opponent, he invites them to Sunperch to duel. Pressing duties or no, he can't resist a good fight.
So the one Estinian is crossing blades with.
That will do, Spearman. I will receive my darling daughter. Know that you are the strongest I fought in many a moon, if not longer. It is the privilege of a life long lived to face such a formidable soul.
If it's formidable you want, then look no further than that woman there.
I see you, warrior.
We had no idea you meant to visit Tyrrell.
I've seen what lies east. This time I chose west.
And thus did our itinerant dragoon make his travel plans.
You witnessed our bout. If you thought he was fearsome, that was with one head dozing.
I'm not sure I understand.
The old man has been feeling his years. The uncovered side is the head of resolve, and age has only deepened his love for combat. But the head of reason, wiser of the two, sleeps more and more these days. As I understand it, the veil helps with the restoration of his magical energies.
Enough about me, Lamati. I want to hear of your adventures.
Lamachi.
A term of endearment. It's what my family calls me.
When last did we see you in the palace? Greetings, Solonesh.
It's Erenville now, Don Servant. I took the name while abroad, and have since grown accustomed to it.
Erenville, then. And these others? I assume are Lamati's recruited allies. Ha! Old-tempered still. Yet as much as I enjoy testing their mettle, the hour of the right is at hand. I will summon the other claimants at once.
Then I shall leave you to it. Good fortune, my friends.
I mean, it showed Grahatia here too. I have a feeling our Gordy on Say is probably going to show too. He doesn't seem to like the other two-headed guy.
The claimants are assembled. The first promise, Zorolja. The second promise, Ona.
Yeah. He's in Makote.
The third promise, Uklamat. And lastly, the chosen of Mamuk, Bakun Jaja.
How rude.
You four will compete in the right of succession, the outcome of which will decide who takes my place as Dawn Servant. I am not the man I once was. My wiser half sleeps the days away, and it is time I yield my position. But mine is a torch that has never been passed. Tuliyola is young, So I look to thee always for inspiration. The rite of succession. The means by which the autarch of Mamuk was chosen. Only the two-headed were deemed fit for this contest. But the Tuliyollal I built is a nation of many peoples. Our leader needn't have two heads, nor be a Mamulja at all. So I gave the right of claimant, not only to the son I sired, but to my adopted children as well. Yet the opportunity to rule was still not equal. That is why a recent tournament offered a place in the contest as the winning prize.
Now you have us to compete against. Though it seems the One-Head was already too afraid to face us in the tournament.
Our brother was in Shok Tural leading the Landsguard on a campaign to eradicate a Tural Vidral. Anyone with sense would know he was too busy for games.
Now for the part you've been waiting to hear. The nature of the contest itself. To triumph in the right of succession, and thereby claim our nation's throne, you must travel the lands of Yogg-Tural and find the City of Gold.
Cutscene. Cutscene!
If I may, Father.
Speak, Kona.
The Golden City is an ancient Turali legend, but after so many failed attempts to find it, the story has become more fairy tale than fact. If you would charge us with such a quest, are we then to assume you have proof of the city's existence?
I offer as proof my unbroken word, for I have seen it with my own 4 eyes.
The city's real. All those years.
This was before the founding of Tuliyollal. I traveled the lands of Tural with my companions. And we ended our journey at the gates to the Golden City.
Cutscene! Cutscene! What part of cutscene do you not understand, Mr. Sovsov? Oh, God. I don't want to hear it. I'm in a cutscene. Yeah, it kind of makes my brain hurt too.
I mean to have you do the same. But in order to achieve victory proper, you need to break the seal I put in place. Bring them.
Basically, we need to visit each of the other tribes in order to unlock the golden...
The Tuliyola saga.
You will retrace the path I walked to unite our peoples, step by step. Along the way, 7 chosen electors will be waiting to measure your worth. Earn their keystones by performing the feats they ask of you. Once you've fitted each of the 7 tablets with the keystone, you'll have the key to unlock the seal on the Golden City's gates.
So the contest is in stages, none of which can be skipped by rushing to the ultimate objective.
Exactly. Exciting, isn't it?
Martial tournaments, hunting festivals, and now this? You do so love your contests, Papa.
Were I a few years younger, I would have joined in myself, giving you a proper challenge. You may think the ride is tedious or nonsensical, or both, but I am yielding our nation's throne. Let me have this final indulgence.
A waste of time. Just name Bakun Jaja successor and be done with it.
The rite of cessation begins now. I'll be watching your progress with great interest. And Clement, remember to collect your tablets before you leave. You are one of Lamachi's allies. Speak freely.
I am Cryle Baldessian, representative of the students of Baldessian. My name is perhaps familiar to you?
Ah.
It would seem you sent this letter to my orders some years ago. The ink has since faded and much of the writing is illegible. Even so, we managed to determine the essence of it. A request to investigate the Golden City, addressed to my grandfather, Galuf. Included with the correspondence was this earring. A fairy tale and a piece of jewelry were enough to convince my grandfather to sail halfway across the world. So there is surely some greater mystery at work here. On behalf of the students, I've come to seek clarification on the matter. Have you any knowledge you might share with me?
No, not at this time. I have tasked the claimants with finding the Golden City. To fulfill your request would afford one of them an unfair advantage in the right of succession. But once the contest is decided, I plan to entrust the entire truth to my successor. If you want to hear it, then you had best help Lamachi win.
Very well, Dawn Servant. On my honor as a student of Baldessian, I will find your Golden City. Thank you for hearing my petition.
wonder if anybody else will get a change of wardrobe like Kryle.
How about that? She's grown into a remarkable young woman. You should be proud, Galov.
I figured he was one of his companions that traveled with him. That's why he won't divulge any information.
Too late to change your mind now, I suppose. But are you sure you wish to be part of this?
Oh, of course. Traveling a new area makes me happy. I like traveling around and exploring new stuff. Not in the real world, though. Oh my goodness. My feet would die.
Our third promise is not wont to take no for an answer. Though you may have agreed to help, I worry that you were swept up in her relentless enthusiasm. Or perhaps you've been lured by the glory of the Golden City. Either way, this contest for the throne will place you and yours at the heart of political turmoil. If you are second-guessing your decision, tell me now. This may be my last chance to help you withdraw.
Yeah, let's go.
Life is a series of journeys, my friend. And there's no telling what awaits us on the long road.
I want to know when he gets here. I showed in the video that he was here eating tacos. I want to see Graha eat a taco!
But what's important is to be true to yourself as you walk it. Only then can we hope to be content when we arrive at the end of one and step forward into another.
I want to see where this journey leads. I've made my decision and I mean to see it through. Let's go!
So you are committed to your path?
That kid is dressed like the kid from 10-2. My husband fell asleep. I'm just a kid. Oh, what's his name? No. 10-2. The kid who does everything with the dress spears. The sphere researcher kid. Yeah, the kid that researches all the spheres. He kind of sounds, in 10, he kind of sounds like the kid that randomly shows up and teases Titus. No, the spirit kid. That spirit kid that shows up. Yeah. Like, at the very beginning, when Titus is about to leave his boathouse, the kid comes in and says, "It's time to go." That kid sounds just like the kid that's in 10-2. He's one of the... I think he's one of the spirits. But he's like undercover or something. I don't know. Kind of like Orin. The kid's kind of like Orin, I think. He's an unsent. But he kind of helps Yuna along the way. I don't know, because he can travel between Titus's world and Yuna's world. Because you first meet him in Tidus's world. I don't think you run into him at all during the rest of the events of 10. Just in when you're technically in the dream or whatever the hell it is. I don't know. This kid's dressed just like him anyway. You're committed to your path.
I will speak no more of it then. As for my own involvement, I can no longer conduct myself as a mere guide, I think. Not after the Dawn Servant's revelation.
Here they come! It's Saralja! Such a fearsome mien. Make no mistake, there goes Tuliola's mightiest warrior.
First promise, our village needs aid. The cold weather stunts our crops, and the children of our village go hungry. Once you ascend the throne, I beg of you, grant my people new lands, please!
Saralja.
Take heart, tiller of the soil. The Resilient son, blood heir to the Dawn Servant, has heard your pleas.
Soralja, the first promise and commander of the Landsguard. Saralja, the Palaceer. As he was so careful to remind the crowd, Soralja is indeed the natural child of Gulul Jaja.
And Resilient Son, is that another title, like the first promise?
After a fashion, common knowledge has it that two-headed Mamulja cannot sire children. Yet Soralja was born all the same, with the head of Resolve's features and the head of Reason's scales. An extraordinary example of life's unyielding resilience.
And a warrior's reticence. He says little, but the way he moves... I know a hardened soldier when I see one.
He's a natural swordsman, a gift he inherited from his father. Some even say that the son has already surpassed the sire. Should he come to power, the first promise means to employ that martial prowess in the conquest of foreign lands. For this, he and his supporters have been labeled expansionists. This puts him in direct opposition to Wuklamat, who advocates for the preservation of peace. You may recall that she spoke of a claimant who cannot be allowed to rule. That is Soralja, the warmonger.
Cryon, are you all right?
The echo. It gave me a glimpse into Zoralja's ambitions. Deep and unknowable, like an abyss. Yet at the same time, a roaring, unquenchable fire. It was a trifle terrifying, to be frank.
Kid.
Second promise, you must bring us more marvelous conveniences. More dirigibles and trains and the like. We need you in charge to make trading easier.
The elders, they complain and complain about abandoning tradition. But we're not like them, afraid of everything foreign and new.
You have our wholehearted support. With your ingenuity and knowledge, you're sure to win the contest.
Forgive me, but the rite of succession is barely begun. I will hear your petitions if and when I am named Dawn Servant. If you will excuse me.
So he's the one that studied it.
Plain spoken, as always. That's Arcona. Practical to a fault.
Here we have Kona, the second promise, who spent time as a pupil at Charlian's own studio.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, I think I did see him in the halls once or twice. There was nothing to suggest he was Turali, much less from a royal family.
That was by design. He forwent his usual garb and took an Eorzean name to avoid attention.
So it was Kona who introduced the dirigibles. And the railway too, given what we just heard.
In furtherance of his goal, to enrich Tuliolal with every bright notion he learned of in Charlian. He is the hope of those who prize innovation. As aloof as he may seem, Kona and Wuklamat actually get along rather well. They bicker and banter as only close siblings do.
How gracious of you all to cheer the lesser Glavans. Come now. What are you afraid of? I'm no different from your Dawn servant. That my kind should reign is Mamulja tradition, and has been so since before there was a Tuliola. I'll brush aside your feeble contenders, and then you'll see who deserves your fealty.
Very nice. Yeah, it's a long one.
Well said, brother.
The Mamulja have finally found peace in Tuliolal. I pity those fanatics are intent on keeping that tradition alive.
The chosen of Mamuk, Bakul Jaja, winner of the recent martial tournament, and the only claimant not of the Dawn's promise. His strength is undeniable, but you see how he is. A few devoted Mamulja are his only supporters.
What would he do with the throne should he win it?
His policies and so forth. I doubt he's thought much beyond winning the contest itself. But one thing seems certain. If he does become Dawn Servant, he will see the Mamulja exalted as the ruling class, and all others forced into subservience.
Sounds like another that cannot be allowed to rule.
We wish for one thing and one thing only, third promise. To abide together in harmony with our neighbors whom we love in this land we share. It is our way, the Turoli way.
Galul Jaja built for us this peaceful nation, and we beg you to preserve it.
You have my word. I won't let your pleas go unanswered.
Until Tuliolal was founded some 80 years ago, this continent was ravaged by war. The eldest among us remember that dark era, and they are Wuklamat's most ardent supporters.
Apologies, it's hard to get away. This is Namika, my childhood nursemaid. She's been like a mother to me my whole life. I told her it wasn't necessary, but she insisted on seeing us off.
I place our precious third promise into your care.
Did you know Wuklamat was taking part in the rite of succession?
Of the Dawn's promise. I thought it was only Zoralja and Kona. If she has any accomplishments to her name, I've yet to hear them.
Compared to the two Mamulja, she pales in martial prowess. And then there's Kona, who's far and away the most educated of the bunch. I hate to say it, but it's hardly a competition.
It's fine. More than anyone. I understand how much better my brothers are than me.
Better? Wuklamat. I have never thought of you as the lesser sibling. Your brothers may excel in their respective ways, but you boast qualities that both lack. A strength that is yours alone. Having cared for you for so long, I should know.
Thank you, Namika. Well, we ought to be on our way.
Yes, hurry along. I await word of your victory with bated breath.
I gave my girl really long fangs, too. They give you the option of different lengths of fangs, whether they're like hers, where you can't see them, unless she opens her mouth, to where they're like just barely showing, to where they're like really long. I made mine really long. I kind of almost want to switch over and play on her. My face looks kind of red on this light. In this light. I don't know why it looks so red. I don't know. Hopefully I'm not breaking out from what I ate for dinner. That one sucks. Or maybe the camera just makes me look red. Maybe I'm not red looking. I don't know. I don't know. Well, so much for the brief reunion I had in mind. Papa is not one to waste time when he decides to act. I'm used to it by now, of course, but others are often caught off guard. In any case, we should talk about how we're going to find the City of Gold. All we have to work with are 7 tablets and their connection to the Tuliolal saga. Might I suggest first comparing the tablets against the pillars? We should check for any discrepancies between them. Good idea. Let's go and take a look. Okay. Somebody heal me? I think somebody healed. Yeah. Dude cast Regan on me. He's part of Stab, that's funny. Soft! I'm done with cutscene. I'm on my way to look at the pillars again. Wait, you're where? Oh. Yeah, I'm on my way to the pillars. Dude, I cannot wait to get this entire outfit. I like the blue. I am all about the blue, though. I love blue. I know I'm supposed to be yellow because I'm Jolteon. Yeah, Electrike is blue. I mean, it even kind of... The sash kind of looks like it has an electric swoosh on it. That makes everyone. Look them at the tablet, if you would. Of course. Yeah, I don't see any of the others here checking the tablets. Everyone has a tablet. Then let's compare them to their respective pillars. Keep an eye out for even the smallest differences. Okay, which tablet do I get? My husband was worried that he wasn't going to be able to fall asleep. I don't think he had a problem. Unless I'm missing something, the glyphs appear to be identical. The only difference being that the tablets have hollows where the keystones are to be fitted. So now that we've established that the scenes are the same, where do we go from here? The Dawn Servant said we were to retrace the path he walked in uniting Tyrell's peoples, and that we would encounter 7 electors along the way. Then we have the answer here in front of us. Papa's path is all laid out in the Tuliolal saga. Which one was first? The events the glyphs portray, do we know the exact locations where they took place? If one is close, we could go there and search for an elector. That would confirm we're on the right track. Let me think. The Lay of Reeds was in the nearby Hanu settlement. Papa took me there once. It was during festival season, and the whole village was alive with good cheer. There's also the Lay of Gold. That one involved the Pelu Pelu village, which is about the same distance from here. Before going anywhere, we should ask around about the road ahead. I heard a lot of talk as we toured the city about that storm we passed through at sea. Apparently it ravaged Yogg-Saral several days ago. Since our roads are not as well paved as Eorzea's, they're more susceptible to damage from natural disasters. If you want to avoid wasting time taking a dead-end trail, I suggest we spend a few moments making inquiries. If it's information we need, just leave it to me. I'll bring the information to us. I don't know if it's just me or what, but I seem to have kind of picked up her accent. It would be prudent to ensure we're prepared for the journey. I'll guide you to the accommodations I've arranged. That's right. The reservation is under Wuklamat's name. If you don't mind, I'll leave my companions to you. Certainly, sir. I'll go and track down the third promise. Once you've finished organizing your gear, you can meet us outside Zbalyav Tide. How long have I been streaming? Oh god, it's 2. Greetings, visitors, to Tuliolal, and welcome to the Four Ards Cabins. Whenever you are ready, I will show you to your rooms. How long have I been streaming? Oof. Almost 2.5 hours. Okay, I'm gonna try and end the video here, and I'll start another one. I'll try and keep going. I'm gonna try. But I need to end this episode because it's been almost 2.5 hours. That's a long one. So yeah, stay crazy. Have a great day, night, evening, morning, whatever is when you're watching this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you get notifications when I'm streaming. Check out the website in the description. My buddy Shio did a great job. It should take you straight to the men's selection for Jolty Play shoes. You can also go to the same website just without the whole shoes part, and it'll take you to like the shirts and stuff. Yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!